afternoon, everybody. It's a great, glorious day in the D. It's in the afternoon. It's almost 5 p.m. and it's a Friday. And it's not Friday the 13th either. Yeah, it's none of those days. Yeah, it's Friday, and we're for surely, trying to straighten this out a little bit. We're for surely in the middle. We're almost to October now. It's the last weekend in September, believe it or not. And that means a lot of things. But one thing more than others is that the Detroit Tigers only have 3 games left. And yeah, we're going to talk about that. We're trying to talk about Starbucks. Disney World may not have any more Starbucks. That's a possibility. Yeah, I'll talk about that later also in a minute. And some other things that I jotted down on my handy dandy little note card to talk about. But right now we gotta pay attention to this. Come on, man. You would think that people that, you have your blinker on and they just really don't like you to get over. That's the most exasperating thing in the world there, you know what I'm saying? Anyhow, that guy didn't know where he was wanting to go, but that's okay. So, let's just start out. I want to thank all of our subscribers. That's really important. My biggest gratitude to all of you. We appreciate you, and we appreciate all of our subscribers. And if you are just watching this or, brand new to our channel, hey, why don't you just go ahead and you can help us out, get to our goal of 1,000 subscribers. It's completely free. All you got to do is mash the subscribe button. You get to follow us then, get to follow along our journey here, our journey in YouTube, and you can make comments for free and all that other jazz. And we really appreciate you guys following along on our daily rants like this, or whatever, we're daily talks about Disney and Detroit and everything else. And to when we go on vacation, we put up vacation videos or event videos when we go to events or whatever else we're going to put on this channel, because it'd be a hodgepodge. But on the daily, I just talk about things. Anyways, so that's enough about that. We are on the infamous 8 Mile. On the left, we have the city of Southfield, and on the right is the city of Detroit. And I got to tell you, 8 Mile right now, a lot of mile roads, we have mile roads, and each mile road, oh boy, oh man, people just really get over at the last minute. Anyways, so traffic is really jammed up over this bridge today. We'll probably be here for a little bit. Anyhow, that's life in the big city, as you know it. And there's some guy there has a big poster board talking about on the right-hand side there about auto injuries. I wonder if we have a few of those mega attorneys, Mike Morris, Jeffrey Feiger, and the couple of the other ones, this guy here, the Davis Law Group, and then we have another one, I can't remember I should remember their names off the top of my head because they're so infamous. But anyways, so we have these attorneys that are basically accident attorneys that collect big time dollars. Acker, that might be one of them, or the Bernstein Law Firm. That was who it was. I couldn't remind myself. the Bernstein Law Firm. I'm sure you guys have law firms where you're at that are the big boys in lawsuits. Anyhow, back to what we were going to talk about. So the first things first is the Detroit Tigers and the Cleveland Guardians are tied up. The Tigers lost a huge lead over the summer. It kind of dwindled down to nothing. 0. We're tied. And it all comes down to these last 3 games. We have to win all 3 games and hope that the Cleveland Guardians lose a game to somebody who has been 1 win and 9 losses in the last 10 games. And we're playing the Boston Reds. That's the Texans. And we're playing Boston, and the Boston has a record of 6-4. So the odds are against us more than they are Cleveland. Who knows? I'm hoping a miracle will happen for us Tigers. The spirit of Miguel Cabrera should be behind us, because he would want us to win a World Series. Anyways, yeah. Football. I have another football game coming up. It's the weekend, baby. And we'll have to just wait for the Lions. Hopefully they will win and keep the streak going. The Ryder Cup, more sports. The Ryder Cup, America versus the Europeans. I swear I was watching the Live Championship again, Live Golf, which is not the PGA. It's another tournament of sorts that a lot of players have gone to because they pay differently. That you get a contract and get a bunch of money versus not getting a contract and a bunch of money. Anyways, the Live guys, the championship was Bryson DeChambeau and who was playing with him? I can't remember the guy that was playing with him. Sorry, and I was even there. And then there was Terrell Hatton and John Rahm. They were on. Their team is Legion, and DeChambeau, his team is the Crushers, and DeChambeau lost and in the championship, and today they lost again. It was like he had a new partner. DeChambeau had a new partner, probably better than the one that he had before, and they still lost to John Rahm and Terrell Hatton. Unbelievable. So history has been proven now that those two guys are a force to be reckoned with. Anyways, so looks like a lot of work here on 8 Mile. The infamous 8 Mile. This is what 8 Mile looks like when we're in the middle of getting home time. And all the freeways are closed off. At least this direction of the major freeway is closed off. This is what it looks like. Oh, on top of that, construction is going on. That's another thing. Anyways, so Disney World, I know this is what we've all been waiting for, but I got a couple of stories before we get to that last one about the Starbucks, because I know Starbucks is important to you all. It's important to me. You need your Joe, and so do I. I want to talk about this. You know, I've seen it on Disney Food Blog talking about perks that Disney World has. And one of the perks, if you are flying Southwest and Southwest only, that you can check your bag and your bag will make it to your hotel room without you doing anything. And the same thing on the way back. You check your bag at the hotel, they'll get it on the airplane for you, and you just get home and get to the luggage turnstile, right? The luggage return. Only Southwest. Now, before this, let's go over this. Before this, when the magical bus was the magical bus was there, and you took it from the airport back and forth, the airport shuttle bus would make sure that your bags would your bags, when you check in, it worked a little differently but similar. So the bus, you'd get your bags off the terminal. Gosh, I don't know what's happening. It's Friday. And you would get your bag, put it on the bus, and then the bus would take it there. And then Disney would like take your bag and just put it up into your room. And then some airlines, like Delta or some of them, they would just, your bag, you would check it in and it would make it all the way there. No worries about a thing. Thought we were listening to Bob Marley here. Oh, that's a flashing red light all of a sudden. That's wonderful. I like flashy red lights. Depending on where they're coming from. Fires are not good. So yeah, I'm amazing, right? So why can't Disney work out something with the other airlines, whether it be Spirit or JetBlue or Delta, or so that everybody can have this perk? I would like that to happen, but I'm pretty sure that Bob Iger is more worried about what's going on with late night television. That's all I'm going to say there. Yeah, it's crazy. So I was thinking about this, and I don't think they did this yet, but Flight of Passage, which is basically Avatar, where you fly on the Avatar and you fly around, and and you're like flying one of those Griffoons or whatever they want to call it, or their dragon. I wonder if they, it would be interesting if they did something else about the movie, like another ride that would be more about like, or more like an intense, like a more intense kind of ride, or something more along the lines of the movie again. I don't know. I mean, it could be improved. I think there's room for improvement, and I think that's I think that's important. That we have more. Maybe if they improved on that Flight of Passage, I think that would be kind of a cool thing. You know what I'm saying? It would be kind of cool. Yeah. Okay, now the time that you've been waiting for about Starbucks. Starbucks has decided. Hold on a minute. Starbucks there has, I gotta get over this guy behind me. He was really driving bonkers. It's a woman. Nothing against women drivers. This driver in particular happens to be a woman, and she was really, really, really close behind me. It was really crazy. So I don't know what was happening. Maybe it was an illusion. I don't know. Anyhow, I just don't like people who look like they're going to crash into you. So and I think I generalize everybody as a guy sometimes. I think a lot of people do that without really knowing who they are. They just, that guy over there, ends up being somebody else, or who knows, a different sex. Yeah. So it's good. I'm going to digress here because it's Friday. I'm sounding very rantish now because I'm really upset about the coffee. Starbucks is starting, first of all, it started about a month ago when they said that they were going to redo the insides of their stores and change things. Then, now, they're saying that they're going to be closing about 1% of the Starbucks across the country, resulting to the laying off of about 900 people. And I'm like, oh man, this ain't good, right? So I'm like, wonder where they're going to making these cuts. I mean, could it be my local frosty place, my local coffee joint? Should I worry about my Starbucks going away? I seen the article from the Disney food blog, and they were talking about the possibilities of Starbucks going away. Now, I know Starbucks has competition, Walt Disney World. You know what other coffee place I'm talking about, but we won't mention them. I don't think that Starbucks is going to go away in Walt Disney World, but let's just hope that they keep it around for some period of time and that we get to keep our Starbies. Because I love Starbucks. And you need your Starbucks when you get up in the morning. And you got a rope drop, because that's really important stuff. Really super important stuff. Anyhow, that's all I really had today, to be honest with you. I just wanted to say that thanks for sticking in, and what I'm gonna do here is we're gonna have a nice quiet ride on the way back. We're going to be going down here. We're going to be going down through this 8-mile corridor, just a little bit longer. Maybe and then we're going to be turning down another road. But hopefully you guys have an ASMR day time for the rest of the trip, because it's who can complain? It's car time. Oh.